Today I want to test out the Nars cushion foundation. I only bought the refiller as it's way much cheaper. I have so many cushion foundations, which I'm going to do a cushion foundation episode. I will have a full review of all the cushion foundations I have. But currently I still have a couple of more ones to try out. One of them is the Nars cushion foundation one. Hence, I only bought the refiller. The full name is Natural Radiant Longwear Cushion Foundation. It has SPF 50 PA4+, which is always good and welcome in summertime. The puff that comes with seems very nice, but you guys know I normally not really big fan of the cushion foundations puff that come with. But let's see today. Prep the face, no concealers whatsoever. Going to purely test out the foundation itself. My skin condition and my skin type, I will put it over here, just for your reference. When you press down, it's fairly stern. It's not as soft as could be some of the foundations, but for me, I don't mind that. By picking it up, it seems fairly light. Always tap it off a bit, yeah, just in case. Okay, let's see the performance. I think you should only press once. Don't like me, I feel like, oh, not enough on the puff, but when you spread it out, it seems quite a lot. You can see the beautiful reflection. It's not as glowy as dewy per se, but it's certainly more glow than the normal skin. Okay, let's see the coverage itself. Oh, coverage is not bad. I think it's definitely just on the first dip, first layer, it's about 60 to 70%. For a cushion foundation, this is really good performance. The finish is dewier than I expected. It's more glow than I expected. I thought going to be like semi-matte. I applied a little bit too much. Going to tap it off on a tissue and then to just gently thinner it. Let's have a look at the details. In terms of for the under eye areas, there is no thinking into the lines. And the pores area, I think is because of the reflection itself. If it goes more towards semi-matte or matte finish, I think minimize the pores is actually quite good considering the current glow. It doesn't emphasize it. On that side as well, side of the nose, all seems fine. The cushion foundation itself, when you touch it, is very, very smooth, like yogurt. When you spread out on the face, it doesn't look cakey or not cakey per se. It doesn't look heavy considering the coverage. Straight away can go up to 60–70%. Very, very good coverage. It doesn't look like a mask on your face. In fact, it looks actually quite natural. I think even you are towards a little bit dry skin, you would definitely like the finish. But you have to set it because, you see, it's a little bit sticky. Finally, once it gets oxidized a little bit, it gets more pink. When you look at my neck, it's very obvious yellow undertone. But when you look at the face, first, when you apply it, it seems quite light, but now once it's settled, it does get oxidized a little bit, but it has like pink undertone or reflection, especially when I look from the mirror. First impression when you just apply it, it's actually quite good. Today, again, as my tradition, minimum 8 hours testing. It is now 10:22. I see you guys in a few hours. It is now 3:30, so just over 5 hours. No touch up, by the way. Few things happening already. One is clearly see the face oil because I set with standard powder. It's all mattified straight away, but now you can see the face oil is kind of even extended from the nose side to on the cheek now even. T-zone definitely, and on the tip of my nose it seems like start disappeared as well. And on this side I didn't use any highlighter whatsoever, so all the reflection what you see, they're all face oil. And have a look, the chin itself, the coverage seems reduced, and look at this side, the patches, and it's breaking down as well on here and on here. And on my forehead, they're like a white dot over here. Of course, today is based on first impression. For 5 hours, this is not really acceptable as is Nars, right? It says long lasting, but I don't think it is suitable for combined oily skin to oily skin. I could set too early, but you know, 5 hours down the line with the breaking down face oil, the amount of it, considering I still set with powder or without setting spray. Okay, let's touch up a little bit. The greasy is certainly gone, but it doesn't change the, you know, the patchiness. Here looks much better, but the coverage seems dropped as well. And let's do this side. I was going to actually doing half and half, but I think there is no point, as you guys already see. So I will just absorb the entire face oil and reapply in the area where it's a bit, you know, it could make it worse. We shall see. Okay, let's start from the chin, as is the worst area. I have to say it's smoothing out here quite well, but this cushion foundation definitely been oxidized because this area, I don't know whether you guys can see from the camera. When I look from the mirror, this area is clearly like half shade whiter or brighter than the rest of the face. I think I'm not going to use for the entire face because the color difference will look very odd. For the center of the face, I have to say what I'm surprised about is this one doesn't get too cakey after applying on top of powder, but it didn't kind of filter through or make your skin or finishing look like fresh. Didn't make it better, didn't make it worse. Okay, let's wait for another few hours. It is now 18:58, so it is 8.5 hours. I had dinner, by the way, so just surround the edge of my mouth, may wipe it off, but the rest I haven't retouched after last review. By the way, I'm in my mom's room, so it's the top lighting. First of all, we retouched last time, which was a 5 hours review. After additional 3.5, there are more oil coming out surround my nose area. T-zone is actually okay-ish, but surround here, And I don't know, yeah, now you guys can see here, like the foundations, the surrounding area where I have more face oil, it seems being melt off, not like melt with the foundation, it's literally like melted off. And you can see the coverage start showing. You feel like you had a layer of coverage off. So it's better than some of the foundations which I had experience with, but I have to say this performance is not nice finish. So based on this first impression, I wouldn't use for dates, for example, special events. I need to use a few more times just to try with different primer, just to see if it helps its performance. But at least from today, I used standard my skincare routine. Shouldn't really give you this type of outcome, which means it's just the foundation itself, considering I had no concealers underneath either. So yeah, if I need to score out of 10, I would score this 5.5. It's not a new product, so I'm sure some of you probably already used it or tried it before. Please do let me know how this actually performed on you. Would love to share feedback with you guys. Now is towards the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you on my next video.